Hi, I'm Ricky Knowles with Ricky Knowles Hair Wellness, and today we're going to show you how to wash your human hair wig. What you're going to need is your wig. What I use here is the NutriFuse shampoo and the NutriFuse conditioner. This goes home with every single one of our clients that purchase human hair wig. Either a wide tooth comb or a wet brush. Wet brush is a fantastic detangling brush. Works like a charm without pulling the hair or breaking. Alright. Now, most people, I guess the most common question that we get from people is, how often should I wash my wig? Well, I typically tell people, depending on how often you wear it, you should wash your wig anywhere between every 2 to 4 weeks. If you're someone who only wears it maybe once or twice a week, probably only going to need to shampoo it once a month. If you're wearing it a lot more than that, probably closer between 2 to 3 weeks. So, first thing we're going to do is fill our sink up with some warm water, lukewarm water. You don't want it too cold because some of this hair does have cuticle remaining on it, and usually cuticle responds better with warmer water. So it's nice and warm, something that's not going to burn. Enough water to be able to completely submerge the wig in. What I'm going to do then is I add a generous amount of the NutriFuse shampoo to the water, probably about, it gets about an ounce. Mix it up really well. Now, a lot of people suggest that you actually shampoo the wig on a head, which is fine if you want to do it. If you want to do it in your styrofoam head or if you have a plastic head. But what I find is people tend to get frustrated that way and tend not to wash it as much because it's really hard to keep the head steady in the sink. So I've kind of come up with a way that is really good at washing it and also gentle so that you're not going to be doing any damage. The best way to do that, and it also helps you to remember where to keep the part at, you're going to hold the wig from the inside, placing your thumb over the part so that most of the way the wig is distributed into the back over your fingers. What I'm going to do is just take the wig and begin submerging it into the water. Just going to let it soak for a bit. And I'm going to pull it right out. It's like a dipping. We're not going to scrub at it. We're not going to swish it around. We're just going to take it and dip. Now, if you feel like your wig is very dirty, you can actually let it soak in the water for a few minutes. Don't leave it too long. And we're going to drain our water. At this point, we're going to rinse with warm water. Now, if you feel like it's really dirty and you want to shampoo it again, go ahead, repeat step 1, fill up the sink, put the shampoo in, and dip it again. What I'm going to do is rinse well. You're going to make sure that you keep all the hair running in the same direction, whether it's short or long. You always want to just kind of rinse from the top. Now, what I'm going to make sure is that I get all the soap from the inside of the cap, so I'm going to gently turn it over on my hand, and I'm going to really rinse the inside of the cap. Now I've rinsed. I'm going to continue to fill the sink up. This time I'm not going to use quite as much water, just enough to help me dilute the conditioner. So then what I'm going to do is take the NutriFuse conditioner, take a good amount of conditioner. I'm going to put that directly into the water, diluting it, mixing it really well. The reason I do that is because what I don't want is for anyone to put the conditioner directly onto the base of the wig. What happens then is the conditioner can become lodged into the wig, and depending on the type of wig you have, if it has several layers throughout it, the conditioner can get lodged in between the layers and cause premature hair loss. So what I'm going to do now is just begin dipping again. Again, if you feel like you need extra conditioning, What you can do is dip it for a bit and then just let it set out and just stay in the hair for up to about 3 minutes. After you feel like it's well conditioned, you're going to then rinse with cold water. Now this one actually is doing really well. There's no tangles, you see. Now if you feel like there's areas in yours where there may be some tangles, one thing that you can do is take either your wide tooth comb, and what you would want to do is hold the wig very well from the base and just gently work it through the ends, making sure that they're all tangle free. Or you can go back to your wet brush, which is the great detangling brush for wet hair, and same thing, and just work it out. What you don't want to do is just to hold the wig from here and start combing at it, because then you can do some damage. You'll probably pull some hair out. So now I'm going to go with cold water. I'm going to start at the top. Again, I'm going to turn the wig inside out, making sure that I really rinse all of the base material, get rid of any conditioner that may be left over. Alright, making sure the water runs clean. I'm going to gently squeeze my way down, just removing any of the excess water. Is actually lay the wig into a towel to just fold the ends underneath, just like that. And gently, very loosely roll it into the towel. And I'm just going to give it a nice press. Not real firm, just enough to get rid of most of the excess water. Now at this point you've got a clean wig, so you could either put it on a wig drying rack to dry on your foam head, or you put it on your own head and begin styling as usual, because with human hair it does require some blow drying, some curling iron, flat irons, things like that that you don't have to use on synthetic wigs. But you know, it's totally up to your discretion. If you're going for a straight sleek look, I recommend maybe putting your anti-frizz product in. Any type of product you'd want. You want to brush it out as straight as possible onto the head, then let it dry overnight, and it'll make it quite flat. You may have to run a flat iron over it, but it's going to keep you from having to replace the wig more often, because blow dryers sometimes will cause some damage if it's too hot, or if you're pulling too much with too much pressure whenever you're brushing through it. There. Said you can either let it dry overnight, or you can put it on your head and let it dry. That is how you wash a human hair wig. Thanks.